Hello and welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Terry and this is another edition of Terry's Carnivore Treats. So it's been a while since I've created a recipe or made a video for over here, but I'm very excited as usual to share my latest creation. And I really have to give a shout out to one of my subscribers over here. She told me that this is her husband's favorite treat in the whole world. And so I owe it to her to even look into this recipe. What I'm bringing you today is Carnivore Graham Crackers. Needs no introduction. So let's go get started with all the fun stuff and then get to the best part, y'all. Come on, let's go. For the ingredients, you're going to need my carnivore crumbles, the crunchy ones using the non-fat milk powder, and I'll link that recipe video below in the video description. Also some vanilla extract, I make my own. I'll go ahead and link that video in the video description below too. Some cinnamon, an egg, you're also gonna need some butter, a little bit of salt, and some baking powder. Now let's go take a look at those gadgets. Oh, graham crackers, carnivore graham crackers. I did not originally start out or intend to have any sweetener with these because I find that the crumbles are sweet enough on their own. I really love that flavor. And they certainly make great graham crackers, right? However, during the testing process, I sprinkled cinnamon over the top of them and they were bitter. I should not have sprinkled the cinnamon. So I did end up sprinkling just a little bit of this allulose brown sugar during the dehydration part or air frying dehydration part, whatever, just to get rid of the bitterness from the cinnamon. It was just too much. So they're good with the brown sugar allulose as well. Both versions are good, but I just wanted to go ahead and stick that in there. I didn't add any in the mix, just sprinkled a little bit over the top after they were done baking. The gadgets that you'll need, or the gadgets that I use, this is my NutriBullet. I use that to grind up the crumbles a little bit more fine. I also use a silicone mat and some parchment paper. I don't know if all of that's necessary, but one or the other is definitely necessary. And then a stainless steel cooking sheet, baking sheet, a whisk, a rolling pin, and then I use my air fryer. It has a dehydrator setting, so I use that in the dehydrator setting. So I think that's it. Now let's go get rolling and mixing and tasting. You want to make sure to lightly pulse the crumbles so that they don't turn into a paste. Whisk this until it is nice and mixed together. Mix well until it becomes a cohesive-ish type dough. I started off with 2 pieces of parchment paper and realized that I should have used a silicone mat, but it all worked out in the end. This is where it definitely would have been easier to have a silicone mat on the bottom to prevent slipping. And then I realized I much prefer baking on the silicone mats, so I ended up putting the silicone mat on top and then peeling the other piece of parchment paper off. Since these are pretty rich, I decided to make mine smallish, snackish size. I thought the fork holes just added a pretty touch. As you can see, there's cinnamon sprinkled all over them now. Ugh, that's when I ruined them. I decided I wanted them even a little bit more crispy than they came out there, so I dehydrated them and they came out just perfect. I left a lot of them with just the cinnamon on it, and then I did sprinkle, like I said, some allulose brown sugar on some and then put them in the dehydrator as well. I don't think they need the sweetener. I hate waste and I just could not throw those away.